Hi everybody and welcome back to the Benki Sessions, the channel that died in 2018. I'm going to revive it, so you best be excited. Today I'm starting this brand new series called, what is it called? Upon First Listen, which is basically where I ask a life form, Sir, what band should I review? Or madam, or whatever. And they go, this band's cool, you should review them. So, if you wish for me to review your band, a band that I may or may not know, just say, and I'll have a listen, I'll have my thoughts on it, preferably in the rock genre. But today, as you can see by the title and the big thing in the middle of the screen, we are reviewing a band called Sleep Token. Now, Sleep Token are a band that were made in London, and they are quite genre abusing. I believe the term is prog metal. I believe that's the term people use to describe Sleep Token. So my initial thoughts with Sleep Token are the lead singer has immediately from the off, from the very from the get-go, from the first record, he is insanely comfortable within his voice. I'm in a band, you can see just above that side. I was told when I was recording this and asked this that, you know, certain styles might not suit your voice, and over time you'll find out what suits your voice best, and you know what's the best thing for your voice and the best genre and everything like that. And I took that on board because I want to be able to express my voice in the best way, in the most passionate way. And straight from the get-go, Sleep Token, I believe he was like, I know exactly what I want, I know exactly how I sound, know exactly what I'm good at. And that, by the sounds of things, is pretty much everything. He's got an amazing chest voice, a beautiful falsetto, and one hell of a scream as well. I think anybody in the genre could be jealous of him. He's absolutely brilliant. The next thing is how clean their guitar work is. I don't know who produces their stuff. I completely forgot to Google it, but their guitar work and the piano work as well, and the bass and all the instruments sound absolutely brilliant on all of their records. They sound clean, they sound well produced. You can hear them, you can understand, you know, what they're doing. It's not over technical, it's not too basic. It's like all the instruments have been brought together in the perfect way, and they've combined to make this really beautiful piece of music. Another thing about Sleep Token, and this sort of goes along with their live attitude, like live they are very sort of cultic in a way. They're really odd. Like, so the lead singer wears a mask all the time, and you've got like people holding flags on stage, and they don't talk, they don't say anything, they just come on stage, they play their set and then bugger off. The ambience in their music sort of resonates with that because it's so eerie and suspensive, because when you come on stage you're like, whoa, like what's happening here? This is like kind of creepy but kind of weird but kind of also metal as fuck, so I don't really know what to think. So I believe like that the ambience that Sleep Token portray in their music really resonate with their style, especially on stage as well, which again links the fact of how comfortable the lead singer is with his voice, and how that resonates with the music. Like it feels like with Sleep Token is that they have bonded and found exactly what they are brilliant at. Seems like one big thing that was meant to happen, Sleep Token, which sounds like quite a big statement, but that is to me what I've seen and what I've heard. It is what it sounds like. So I've religiously listened to about 3 songs. Gods, The Offering, and Nazareth are the 3 songs that I've sort of religiously listened to. Now, Gods is a insanely heavy to start with, that just drops straight in with it, and it's just like in your face, proper mosh, proper scrunch your face riffs kind of music. Then they sort of switch, like it's really weird. It's like they go from this proper heavy bit, and then like the lead singer comes in, this beautiful ambience in the background of, do you like the way it feels, like this beautiful tone, and I'm there like, this guy's so good. And they completely switch the vibe up of the song. They go from like this really heavy start to this sort of ambient, beautifully sung like midpoint, and then it goes back into the sort of the vibe of the start, and the breakdown in that song is unbelievable. The guitar tone is amazing. It's so heavy. Now, the second is The Offering. Now, The Offering is slightly comparable to Gods in the sense that it has that same complete change of vibe throughout the song. You have this sort of, to start the song off, it's quite a regular rock song. There's nothing too significant going on. It's about 6 minutes long as well, the track. And then about halfway through, the same thing happens again. You go from this sort of chorus, and it switches. It switches amazingly into this, like, really eerie guitar tone. And again, the same goes. It has a stunning breakdown with beautiful guitar tones that are absolutely brilliant. Now, Gods and The Offering are on the same record, so I thought I'll go back a little bit. And this song, Nazareth. Nazareth is how like I explained earlier, and I've mentioned a couple times, how the lead singer is so comfortable in his voice, and this shows because this is like one of their second releases apart from their first EP, so it might have been their next single after it, and it just shows how quickly they bonded as a band and how quickly they found this collective that went, actually, this is what we're fucking brilliant at, and I think for Sleep Token, it's how they chop and change halfway through the song without you expecting it, and bring in different sounds and different vibes and a load of ambience and a load of heaviness, and that's the thing with Nazareth as well. Like, it starts off really light. You've got him singing beautifully over the top of it. You then have this first drop, and then a second drop right at the end of the song. That, again, the guitar work, the heaviness is unbelievable. It's so good, and fucking kudos to the producer and everything like that, because it sounds amazing. I have been sitting here going how fucking amazing they are, so I'm gonna change the vibe myself. Their record, Sundowning, I listened to it the whole way through. And as I mentioned before with the last three songs, with God's Offering and Nazareth, those songs had me gripped, like really gripped. And I'm not going to lie, like, all the songs on Sundowning, other than God's and the Offering, I thought were a little bit, I don't know, like, underwhelming. I don't know, like, the only sort of metalcore song they've done is God's. And they didn't do another one of those, and that is maybe me just being me, and I love fucking heavy metal music, but I thought that they really suited that, and that if they'd have done one or two more songs, but I thought they were the rest of the record was a little bit slow and underwhelming. A track, Sugar, is really good, as well, but again, it doesn't compare to these three that I've said first. A lot of their music is comparable to, like, the length of Periphery songs, and I have the same sort of thing with Periphery as well, is how they have these insanely long songs that on occasions don't go anywhere, and that's obviously my opinion. I'm not saying that's the correct one. It's all well and good writing 7-minute songs, but you need to keep them gripped if you're going to have something that long and you want to have people sat there listening in. So that was my opinion on Sleep Token. I think they're brilliant. I would definitely go to see them live to see the songs that I really like. I understand they would play obviously some slower stuff and things like that, but I would definitely recommend them, and I would 100% see them live, so you guys can get your opinions on them. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching the first episode of Upon First Listen. I really appreciate it. Also, make sure to check out that side, my band's debut single, My Happiness Would Be Your Hell, on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!